What's on your mind today? The goal by Victor Osimhen was amazing.
The economy. Isn't that what's on everybody's mind?
I would like to see more women in positions of authority. If you heard and saw it from CEMTV, you can take it to the bank. CEMTV, your reliable source of news, information, and entertainment. What's on your mind today? The goal by
All right, good morning and welcome to the 20th day of August 2026. How excited are you to be live today? And of course, we are witnessing Thursday this week. One more day and it is the end of the working week. Anyways, it's time for us to take a look at what the weather says today. So as we step out for our daily activities, we are very prepared. All right, so we're starting off with Port Harcourt City. By the way, my name is Vera Philip. Welcome to Weather Report. In Port Harcourt City, we are told that we are going to have a clear weather condition. 24 degrees Celsius is the expectation in general. However, it's going to feel like 29 degrees Celsius. And during the day, we're going to be experiencing 33 degrees Celsius. And at night, 24 degrees Celsius. We also have clouds from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And the sun will shine at 10 a.m. with a bit of clouds. This is of course, in Port Harcourt City. Then 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is constant rainfall, or between 35% to 95% of rainfall is what we're expecting at this time. Now, we also have that after 7 p.m. we'll be having cloudy weather and practically no rain until the following day. But let's focus on what it is that we're going to be experiencing while we are outside today. Now from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. we're going to be experiencing rain in Port Harcourt. So of course, just like yesterday, you have to carry your umbrella, and of course you have to wear thick clothes. Also, our highest wind expectations is going to be 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and that's when we're having about 90% of rainfall. The highest amount of rainfall is between that time, 5 to 6 p.m. So it automatically means that it's going to be coming with some wind, and that is important for you to wear your thick clothes, because obviously it's going to be accompanied by cold. All right, away from Port Harcourt City, we're going to take a look at Lagos. And in Lagos, we are told that it's also going to be a clear weather in Lagos. 25 degrees Celsius is the expectation. It's going to feel like 26 degrees Celsius. However, during the day, we're expected to experience 28 degrees Celsius, and at night 25 degrees Celsius. Now we see a breakdown of the day. We're going to experience moon at 6 a.m. and then rainfall at 7 to 11 a.m. We're expecting 5% to 85% of rainfall within this time in Lagos State, a break at 12, and then 95% of rainfall at 1 p.m. Now surprisingly, we're going to have the sun come out at 2 p.m. and of course extend all the way to 6 p.m. Mostly we'll see the sun come out in the morning and then rain falls in the afternoon. But today is different. We're going to have rainfall in the morning and sunlight in the afternoon in Lagos City. Away from that, we also have wind expectations. Unlike the rest of the days we've had in the week, where of course winds have been very high since morning, this particular day we're going to be experiencing high wind from 11 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m. but the highest amount of wind will come at 6 p.m. but we're going to also be having high wind on other hours of the day, but the highest will be at 5 p.m. so I think the other days have been more windy than today. Today is going to be windy in Lagos, but it's basically going to be from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and not as high as we have seen on the other days. All right, that's that for Lagos. This also means, of course, we're convertibles, because we're going to have sunlight later in the day, even though we're still going to have a bit of clouds. So it means we're something that can deal with the cold, and of course also deal with sunlight as you step out of your home. Away from Lagos, we have another city here. This one is Abuja. Partly cloudy, 22 degrees Celsius, feels like 26 degrees Celsius. During the day, we're expected to experience 29 degrees Celsius, and at night 22 degrees Celsius. Here we see we're going to have the moon at 6 a.m. and the clouds at 7 a.m. and then a constant amount of rainfall from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now we're expecting to have about 25% to 80% of rainfall within the time, and of course thunderstorms at 4 p.m. We're also going to have a break between 8 and 9 p.m. and then the rain will return at 10 p.m. all the way till the morning, with thunderstorms coming the following day. But we're not looking at the following day, we're looking at this up until the time where we get home today. So Abuja residents are going to deal with constant rain today, unfortunately. Of course, the weather forecast says today that it's going to be rainy. We're expecting about 25% to 85% of rainfall, so 80% of rainfall in Abuja today. So unlike other cities, Lagos, there's even a break. Port Harcourt, there's a break. Abuja, there is no break for you. The only break is coming at 8 to 9 p.m. and afterwards we're going to have to deal with the rains once again. All right, that's that for Abuja. High wind expectations at 4 p.m. That's when we're expecting the highest amount of wind. And then away from Abuja, of course, we take a look at another city. This is the northern part of Nigeria, Kano, and in Kano it says that the weather is going to be clear. 23 degrees Celsius, that's going to feel like 27 degrees Celsius, and during the day we're expected to experience 30 degrees Celsius, and at night 23 degrees Celsius. Here we see that we're going to have sunlight at 7 to 8 a.m. with the clouds, and then 5% of rainfall at 10 a.m. We're also going to be experiencing sunlight at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., rainfall from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., and thunderstorms between 6 to 7 p.m. Now, within that time, we're expecting 30 to 70% of rainfall, in Kano. It's also going to come with thunderstorms. Thunderstorms will come between 6 to 7 p.m. We're also going to have the highest amount of wind to come at 7 p.m. That is when we're expecting thunderstorms even. So Kano is still going to be rainy today. Of course, sunlight are expected, but we're still going to have clouds in the air and, of course, thunderstorms as well. This only means that you still need to wear thick clothes and, of course, go along with an umbrella. Away from Kano, we're taking a look at another city here in Nigeria, Enugu, somewhere close by. In Enugu, it's going to be a clear weather according to our predictions. 24 degrees Celsius. That's going to feel like 28 degrees Celsius. During the day, 30 degrees Celsius, and at night, 24 degrees Celsius. Here we see a glimpse of sunshine at 7 a.m. and, of course, sunshine at 8 a.m. We also see rainfall between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We see 10% to 85% of rainfall is what we're expecting at the time. A break at 6 p.m. and then from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. we're going to have 45 to 75% of rainfall with thunderstorms coming at 8 p.m. This is almost what it is that we're experiencing in Abuja as well. Almost what we're experiencing in Abuja. But there are small breaks here and there. But yeah, Enugu is absolutely going to be rainy today with a little bit of break here and there. No high wind expectations, but you still need to carry an umbrella, especially if you're going to be stepping out of your home today. And that's all we can bring to you on the weather report this morning. Thank you so much for joining us, and of course, let this weather forecast guide the rest of your activities for the day. I am Vera Philip. It's been amazing being here. Coming up next is travel and tours by yours truly. Thank you for joining.
This is CEMTV. Reliable news.